I want to talk about the variety of tomato called Tommy-to. It has some interesting characteristics. It's one of my favorites. I've grown it 3 years in a row now. It's a large cherry tomato with what they call a big tomato flavor. I love it. I don't love it so much for canning. It has a lot of seeds. I think if I canned it, I'd want to make it into sauce and put it through a strainer. I'm not really fond of tomato seeds, but it's great for fresh eating. And so let me take you to show you why. Why do these all have these perfect sepals on them? It's really cool. They have a unique quality. Now the tomatoes are formed in clusters on bracts, somewhat like this one. And at least early in the season, the tomatoes are huge. They get smaller as the plant gets bigger. So if you look right here, there's a 90-degree angle between the stem and the attachment to the tomato. So what you can do is just put your finger on that 90-degree angle right there and press on it, and they come off perfectly with it. It's really fun. I just love that feature of the Tommy-to tomato. But year after year, I've had some great Tommy tomatoes that just never give out. They just keep going and going and going. And on the other hand, some of them don't. Like this one right here hardly had any tomatoes set on it. There's one paltry set left right now. It keeps putting out greenery, but I think because it's an heirloom tomato, you're going to get, I get, and you may get some duds. So I'm going to overplant next year to make sure all of the tomatoes, all of the Tommy-tos are productive ones. What I did this year is some of these runners that I snapped off. Oh, they're so pretty. And some of the runners that I snapped off, I rooted from the good plant. So I'll see if those also are heavy-bearing tomatoes. And then here's another example of one of those bracts or clusters. And here's another one here with littler tomatoes forming on it. I mean, they're not littler, they're just younger. Here's one that I've already picked quite a few tomatoes off of. Looking over here, this bract only had 4. They're good size for cherry tomatoes. And it's still going strong. It's still going strong in midsummer in Northern California. And they store a long time on the counter, so you can hang on to them until you have enough to make the sauce or salsa you want. Tommy-to, this one is a keeper. And this one's a keeper too, sitting on her giant amaranth leaf.